and husband and parents, distinguished leaders who are here, ladies and gentlemen, this morning is a great morning when we receive Faith Kipyegon. We celebrate the historic 2 records set by Faith in a span of 1 week, breaking the 1,500-meter record in Florence, Italy, and 5,000 meters in Paris, France. This morning I offered breakfast to Faith and her family to celebrate and to recognize what she has done, not just for herself, but for our nation, Kenya. Faith has made Kenya incredibly proud. She stands as a shining model of consistency, discipline, hard work, as well as family. Faith is a great Kenyan woman, a mother, a wife, and a world champion rolled into one. Today, we also acknowledge Kenya's dramatic improvement in sprints, courtesy of our great African champion, Ferdinand Omanyala. When I see Omanyala, I see a great future for many young Kenyans, especially in the space of sprints. And I see this one, Eileen, as the future. I also celebrate the first rising 800 meters king and queen, teenage Emmanuel Wanyonyi, and yours truly, Mary Mora, who is right here with us. And the many other sportsmen and women who have accompanied Faith to come here so that we can celebrate this great feat. When I watched the moments when Faith was running, sometimes behind the lights, sometimes ahead of the lights, and I asked her this morning, are you able to see the lights when you are running? And she told me yes, especially when the light is not too much. And at some point she was encouraged when she saw that she was ahead of the lights, 300 meters to the finish line, and she said then she made up her mind that it was going to be do or die, and she made it. Congratulations, Faith. In recognition of what our sportsmen and women are doing, we have had a policy shift. I have instructed the Ministry of Sports, Youth and Arts that we are going to move away from crowding the Sports and Arts Fund with other requirements, and that it is going to be dedicated solely to matters sports, matters art, and the creative economy. As I did make the announcement last week here, we are going to look for alternative resources to do all the other things that today the Sports and Arts Fund is doing, building hospitals, building other issues. We are going to look for alternative sources of resources to be able to do that, so that we can dedicate the Sports and Arts Fund to sports, to the creative economy, and to arts, so that we can promote the young men and women in that space, because they are doing a wonderful job in profiling our country positively, in hoisting our flag internationally, and in giving Kenya the pride of place in the family of nations when they run and when they win. I have also asked the ministry that the government of Kenya should review the reward scheme so that we can recognize and we can reward appropriately the men and women who attain excellence in our sports, in our arts, and in the creative economy. And going forward, we have decided as the government of Kenya that any Kenyan who participates in a world event and breaks a world record, unlike in the past when there was no recognition, going forward, for every world record broken by a Kenyan, the government of Kenya is going to award 5 million shillings. And we are going to start today with Faith. She has won and broken 2 world records in 1,500 meters, as I said, in Florence, Italy, and in 5,000 meters in Paris, in France. The government of Kenya is going to award her a total of 5 million for 1 record, and we are going to give her a house worth 6 million for the other record. It will be the same for all the other world beaters and world record breakers that will come after Faith, so that our young men and women can be motivated, because we already have the talent. We have the pool of talented resources in Kenya that can break any record. And going forward, we're going to work hand in hand with our athletes and support them. And beyond supporting them, reward them appropriately. This is also the spirit of the Talanta Hela flagship initiative I availed last Friday. I did say last Friday that we are monetizing sports. We are monetizing art. We are monetizing music. We are monetizing the creative economy, so that it begins to speak the language of success to those millions who participate in that space, and recognize that art is not just about jokes. It is about serious business. Athletics is not just about entertainment. Football is not just about entertainment. It's not about making us feel good. It must speak to the language of monetary gain for those who sacrifice, spend their time, commit their resources, stay disciplined. And I want to congratulate Faith for being an example of what discipline and consistency is. Our sportsmen and women brand Kenya worldwide more than any other branding that happens. We want to honor and reward them accordingly. The new scheme covers the entire spectrum of sports and creatives. Under this scheme, as I have said, we are going to have a whole new package. I want the ministry to finalize the package of what kind of reward scheme is going to accompany our sportsmen and women, our creatives, our arts, people participating in arts, and I will be launching that scheme shortly, so that our sportsmen and women and people in the arts space can know how the government of Kenya is going to stand with them when they shine. And we were going to make sure that they are proud to be Kenyan, and they should be proud of what they are doing. I also want to ask the ministry responsible for immigration that our sportsmen and women who excel should be given diplomatic passports and other national honors. We're going to work as a government to ensure that these great Kenyan ambassadors who do sometimes more than what I can do as president or what the ministers and all other Kenyans can do, get the place of pride and move around the world with ease so that they can continue to hoist the flag of our country in many places of the world. I must also say that we are refining necessary policies and facilities. Last week, we launched a master plan on sports infrastructure. What is going to happen to our stadia? What is going to happen to all accompanying academies and training facilities and mentorship programs for all the people working in that space, making sure that we have the necessary infrastructure to support our arts, to support our sports, and to make sure that we give the best possible chance for our sportsmen and women and our artists to be their best and to bring out their best talents. Congratulations, Faith. At some point, I saw somebody saying, this Kipyegon lady, it is her faith that made Kipyegon to do well. So continue, Faith, to have the faith to win even more. Congratulations, Hongera, my brother Ferdinand, Wanyonyi, Mary Mora, and all the world beaters who are here. You have made not just yourselves proud, you have made all of us and the people of Kenya and the nation of Kenya proud. We will stand with you, we will work with you, we will do this journey together. We are opening a new page as a nation in making sure that the investment that our sportsmen and women make, and they invest, I know for a fact. Whenever I am home in Eldoret, I see hundreds of sportsmen and women, very early in the morning, late in the evening, taking time, painstakingly, training. They invest their time, they invest their resources, they invest their talents, they invest their intellect in developing these careers and in developing the talent that they have. We want to make sure that that investment is built into the investment we are also making as government in infrastructure, and that that investment speaks to us as a nation and builds our economy as well. Congratulations again to all our sportsmen and women. Congratulations to Athletics Kenya and all the other sports managers. And I want to promise you that you have my support, the support of the government of Kenya, and I am sure that the people of Kenya stand right behind you as you make our country proud and great. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much. Let me ask